Right, we wrap things up quite a bit. So at any moment now we can leave for the main quest line. Ashen Scales. Right,
Very well.
where to next? We need to upgrade the mace we got from the vampire lair. That means working for the temple. We could also do the Unseeing Eye quest because we have a way to deal with beholders. Ignoring the beholders in that quest line, there's very little that should give us grief. Trapped, some shadow creatures, that sort of stuff.
You must gather your
A
party
few
before venturing
fighters,
forth.
maybe
You must gather your party before venturing
clerics,
forth.
but really nothing
I look forward.
that would be even comparable to what we've already faced. It's the beholders that are the real pain in the ass. Right, we need to go to the temple district anyway. Talk to the people, see what we can do.
I will enjoy this. I will take care of this.
Duty is the greatest honor, and duty to Helm is above all. Hail! Are you one that would serve alongside the Guardians of Helm?
I can tell you are of a like mind with many of that follow the Vigilant One. Okay, tell me what is it that you require? It is a complicated matter, so I trust you will bear with me in the telling. It is my responsibility to furnish this temple with the artifacts that speak of Helm's glory, objects that please the eye, draw the mind into the glory of Helm. What would you have me do? That Katla is lucky to have an exceptional artist visiting, second only perhaps to that poor prism of Nashkill. What a loss his death was to us. I speak of Sir Sarles, who is making a brief stop before leaving to Talimshan. We wish to use this great opportunity to commission a work from him. Nothing is ever easy. Aside from his enormous commission fee, he claims he will worth nothing short of pure lithium, a metal more valued than gold. What do you want me to do? This is where you come in. I would ask that you convince Sarles to honor him. Other churches court him as well, though they have no more lithium than we. You will have to secure enough lithium to keep him happy and convince him to accept an affordable commission. Discuss this with Sarles, he may be reasonable. Do as you must, be stern in your negotiations. None should exceed Helm in this. Try to avoid hurting anyone, but answer threats in kind. Sarles is worth it. What if another temple has secured him first? I am certain he will choose Helm no matter what deal he has already struck. None are more worthy. Pay what you must to encourage him, and you will be compensated. Delay will allow other temples to outstep us. Go to Sarles at the east of the estate in the southeast section of the government district. Conduct yourself with discipline. You are the eyes of Helm in this enterprise.
What would you have? It will be done. Easily. A waste of my talents.
In the
But
name
so
of the
be it.
council, I am here to keep order.
You're hunting on the murderer. This is a nonsense encounter. Yistev Estate. Government district is well patrolled. You usually don't encounter vampires or the like here.
You need something, stranger?
Yes, sir. May I be of some assistance to you? Have you business with the Yistevs? Not with them as such. I had heard that the artist Sarles was here. Sir, Sarles is a quest at the moment. No doubt you are from some search or another. You are expected. Try not to track your dirt about too much.
Very well.
Who is it? Might I ask why you have disturbed my meditations?
My creative muse must be gently awakened, and your stomping about is simply not conducive of this. Yeah, I apologize, but I have come to request your talent on a commissioned artwork. Oh, yes, yes, yes. One of those bloody churches sent you today. Must be, because everyone else understands the word no. Which one are you from? Helm has sent me forth. His ever-seeing eyes wish to gaze upon your work. And your offer is the same as others? Gold and the satisfaction of serving the one true whatever. But think of the prestige. And I have prestige now. I'm the darling of every noble in town, and damn if I need any more than that. Neither do I need the payment. I am well provided for.
What I really need is to work in the medium of my choice, pure illithium.
Anything less is an insult to my skills. That is all I require. Hmm. Then I will find what you... No. Perhaps I can get some from the ore merchant. I recall the name of one that was referred to me on my last visit. Trulia was her name, I believe. Speak with her. She has exotics occasionally. Try the promenade. Now go. I will work for whatever church acquires the necessary materials. If not yours, then another. 200 pounds of lithium, or I go back to enjoying my holiday. We have money. Yes.
I look forward to it.
So we can make some the necessary purchases. This will probably not earn us much on the equipment or the money front, and we're going to waste the lithium on a single shitty item that almost no one can use. So, yeah. Watkins Promenade.
Kill
There's
them
some,
all and have done with it.
there's some kind of a time requirement after we take the job. Couple of days to acquire. No, no, I don't think so. I must be mistaken. There's a time requirement, but I don't think it's for the lithium. It's for an nighttime, so the merchant isn't even here. So we're gonna find an inn. Yeah, it's too far away for morning, so we better just find a place to rest.
You will find no better prices in all. I guarantee it.
Well, now that we're here,
What can I do? Very well.
Welcome to my humble establishment.
um, I think I bought a scroll case from this guy already. Maybe extra protection scrolls. Poison and protection from undead. I have a recollection that we can get these for a cheaper price.
You will find no better prices.
I will listen. Very well. I look forward to it.
Hello.
Right, it should clearly be daytime now. Have your cloak?
Mind your tone. I will enjoy this.
Certainly not going to encounter vampire trouble during daytime. Now, Illithium.
Let me help you.
Greetings, good customer. A pearl to you?
You interested in a bulk purchase of ore? I've got fine prices for masonry as well, and crafters that can build you everything from arches to overhangs. I'm in need of Illithium for Sir Sarles. How much would 200 pounds be worth? 200 pounds! He's mad, raving, out of his mind. So you don't have that much? You don't know what is involved in getting Illithium. I have an agreement with a rather special source. There's only so much I'm allowed to take. 50 pounds a season at most. And have that kind of time. Hold on. It's difficult but not impossible. There are two options to you. You can go to my source and try to pry the extra out of him, or you can use a substitute. You mean a cheaper metal as replacement? Won't Sarles know? For all his pomp and balderdash, Sir Sarles wouldn't know quality materials if you beat him over the head with them. No, that's a fine image, eh? Enough of that. Anyway, I would wager that a derivative of Illithium would serve just as well. Pure Illithium is quite rare, but an alloy could be fashioned at a reasonable rate. Can you fashion this alloy? I will require some measure of coin for the service. Tell you what I'll do. I'll get 200 pounds of the alloy together and you can pick it up tomorrow. You just be sure to have 200 gold ready. You will agree to that price is very reasonable. Alloy requires very little Illithium, so it is quite inexpensive. This is not what I wanted to do at all.
Very well.
What I want to do is get both. But after a certain point about talking about the substitute, there's no dialogue to go back anymore to talk about the original source. So we need to prioritize the original source and see if we can talk about the substitute later on. Which
What
is a
can I
pretty
do?
shitty thing to do,
Very
but
well.
Greetings, good
whatever.
customer. A pearl to you.
Right. Okay, 1000 gold for the source. His name is Unger Hildark. He stays at the Copper Coronet when he's in town. Don't get him mad, will you? He's at enough of a risk just coming here. He's Duergar. Where does a dwarf of such evil nature find sanctuary in Amn? Well, she just told you. The Copper Coronet, of course. It hides worse than him within. Besides, they have to eat too, you know. Nothing wrong with a mutually beneficial trading agreement. He's in disguise. His kind doesn't look all that different. And as long as he's left alone, he's fine. Not a bad guy once you get to know him. You go talk to him. Tell him I sent you. Maybe he'll let you pull a little more lithium out of him than I can get. It won't be cheap though. Perhaps I should get this that substitute you mentioned as well. Yeah. Tomorrow.
What would you have me do? I look forward to
Lithium for our weapon substitute for the quest.
it. I will enjoy this.
You must gather your party before venturing forth.
I will
Your
take care.
chatter is starting to wear on me now.
What are you staring at? Ain't illegal to be a dwarf, last I heard. Take your eyes off of me and put them someplace safe. But you're not an ordinary dwarf, are you? Not by a long shot. I don't like your tone. If you've got something to say, best you say it now before you lose the ability. You heard me, Duergar. You should listen to what I say. I need Illithium. You plan on announcing that I'm Duergar in the hopes that I will change my tone? None in here would move against me, and you will never get me out of in the light. Besides, it's pointless. It doesn't matter, fool. I don't have any lithium. It's that simple. My source is inaccessible, and you aren't getting any. Get angry if you wish, but it won't help. You sound like this was not a planned shortage. What's the problem? Oh, so now you wish to be my friend. Why should I bother with you at all? I am not interested in harming a simple merchant. Where else will you get help? Nowhere. This place is unfriendly to even the pathetic dwarfs of hill and mountain. Alright, fool. If you wish to share my problem, I'll give it to you. You want lithium? You can wait for it. We mine it deep in the earth and it's dangerous going. It's rare enough when production is normal. This is all useless information though, because my latest shipment was stolen from under me, so there is no lithium for anyone for another season or more. I'll exact justice for you. I'll take the lithium I need and leave the bandit dead. You want to go chasing after him? That's your business. It's lost to me anyway. I show my face and he'll have the guards on me just for being Duergar. Typical of this city. I'm just a poor businessman, but I'll be jailed for just for my shadowed face. This bastard that robbed me looks like a rock gnome, so he's welcomed with open arms. He wouldn't guess at what a fiend he is. After I hired him, I found out what he had done. I suppose that's why he cheated me and took off. Don't you worry, just point me in the right direction. Yes, well, you can go after him if you like. As I heard, he was holed up in the bridge district, a derelict little place bought with my gold. Here, I leave a market on your map. He won't be moving much. He was on the run from Baldur's Gate when I met him. Oh, I suppose you'll want his name as well. The name was Neb. He left a few families crying, or so I hear. Tell his corpse that Unger Hildark sent you. We
I
didn't
will
meet.
listen.
We
For
didn't
now.
meet Neb at all.
It will be done. Easily.
You have to play in a very specific way to meet Neb, I guess. I think once you
A waste of my talents. But so be it.
what is Tenet? Why is he there? Ah, when you return to Baldur's Gate, I think you need to basically surrender to the Flaming Fist guard. Then you get to meet Neb. Otherwise, you'll never really see him. Derelict House.
Very good.
Mind your tone.
Level drain protection for the fighters.
You have a problem? Very well.
I am ready.
Invisibility.
Ready for anything.
Stability. I'm not sure if I can protect these guys, so take your own ass.
You are going so... I look forward.
You wouldn't hurt a gnome, would you?
Have you reason to be here? I do not recall summoning such as you. Do I know you? I do not think it is so. Dear no. I'm here to take what you stole from Unger Hildark. Unger? So you support the morally grey with the slaughter of the morally red? Think of what my death will mean. Think of the children. Come then, attack, and your death shall be a riddle for some other fool to solve. He's going to disappear on my ass.
Happy to help. To try to help, anyway.
Yes. Ha! I'll rip you apart. You kill them all and have done with it.
I'm ready.
What would you have me do? Very well. I will listen. for now.
And everyone's tired. A lithium ore. Nib's nasty cutter. Target must save versus poison or suffer 2 points of damage per second for 10 seconds. It has 10 uses, then it'll act as a normal dagger. So it's sort of worthless.
Mind your tone. I look
Phew.
forward to it.
I'm glad that's over. But it really wasn't that hard. I feel like fighting is becoming second nature to me. Like breathing or a persistent craving for cheese.
How do you feel about that?
I'm not sure what to think. Who doesn't like feeling powerful? But sometimes I worry... Nah, never mind.
Tell me about it.
The truth is that I'm beginning to see things more clearly. When you're a wild mage, you kind of open yourself up to chaos.
You look into it. As I get more powerful, I see it better and better each time I look. And that worries you?
Well, yes. Clarity isn't all it's cracked up to be.
When I look into that chaos, it's equal part terror and ecstasy. And sometimes I can't tell them apart.
Okay, cheery thoughts. What's a good, cheery thought? You smell... Wow. You smell really good.
Oh really? Like what?
Incense and peppermint. Okay, not really. You actually smell more like oregano. Try to go with it, though. Lean in and let me get a better whiff. Okay, enough smooching. We're lagging behind.
Behind what?
You
Right.
have a problem?
We need to rest.
enjoy
Oh, no,
this.
no, no, no. We
I
need
will
to.
take care of
What
this.
would you have
We're
me do?
about to do
If
something
that is what
else.
you want.
Traps, looting, that sort of stuff.
You are going somewhere you do not want to be.
You are lucky, certainly.
My mind's even foggier than usual. Can we stop?
Yes, we can stop, but not quite yet.
I am
Yes.
weary.
It will be
Okay,
done.
I'll deliver the
Easily.
head of the murderer to the government district to get my
I
little
grow
reward out of
weary.
that. And we need to go rest. Then we'll go and make our little improved
A waste
mace.
of my talents.
Then
But so
we'll
be
wait
it.
until the substitute has arrived. And then we'll try to pretend the substitute is pure lithium and complete the quest.
Very well.
Chief Inspector Breda.
Is there something that you need, citizen?
I have the head of the child-killing gnome Neb. I expect a bounty for the service of killing him. Let's see what you have there. Yes, despite the condition of the head, it is obviously the criminal we've been seeking. You have no idea what a despicable creature this Nip was. Or perhaps you do. Regardless, we're thankful for your help. I hope this reward is sufficient. I understand the Flaming Fist was looking for him as well. I sent them a note explaining your deed so they can stop looking now. Thank you again, citizen. You've done well. The extra reputation point is probably the more valuable thing. No experience. 2,500 gold, though.
You must gather your party before
Considering that
venturing
you
forth.
basically get almost
I look
nothing from
forward to
equipment,
it.
typically, the 2,500 is a decent amount. I mean, you only just killed one guy. He never had a chance.
I am Dornil Khan. I do as I will. You do not give me orders.
Cromwell's home. We might be still missing something. I don't know. We'll still make the maze. Lord could possibly use it. The instant death is something the sword Daystar doesn't have, and we don't actually have the skill to use the sword either. So as far as offensive capabilities are concerned, they should be equal.
Very well.
Your chattering's starting to wear on me nerves.
Okay. Okay, Illithium Maze. 7,500 gold, no, and a full day. Let's do it. Not sure if it's worth it in the end. Still, I can't get the instant death against undead through any other means. There was the axe, but no, none of us could use it. So it's probably good that we have this. And
I need a swig of some strong dwarven ale.
I wonder how much time actually passed. Maze of Disruption +2. Immunity to level drain undead plus A or B. Destroyed. Strikes as a +5 weapon. That's another thing that's going to be very positive about this. It will hit the target, so. And if they're not undead. Yeah, he's the only one who can use it. Might be better than the Daystar. Double damage against undead. But this will destroy them. We have
I look
7,500.
forward to it. What would you have me do? I will listen, for I will enjoy this.
I guess I'll go and see if the ore merchant has returned. Once this is done, we'll have to try to see if we can sell some of the excess crap. A little bit of pocket change.
I will take care of this.
The work on the maze should have taken a day. and we adventured a little bit before it, the substitute should have taken a day. So the ore merchant should be here with the substitute if everything is actually counted correctly. Excellent.
Let me
Give me
help
the
you.
stuff.
Greetings, good customer. A pearl to you.
Well now, you've returned. I've got the alloy that you wanted. Looks just like a lithium and it has most of the same properties as well. There's just a slight problem. And what might that be? It might be that I've been approached by no less than 2 other churches for lithium of their own. It seems they are courting SARS as well. Don't worry, I've honored my deal, and you get the first shot at the alloy I have made. I didn't even tell them about it. I cannot make any more until I get more lithium, so they are out of luck. My price has to be higher though. You understand the pressures of the market, don't you? Well, I must ask for 500 gold instead of 200. It is still quite reasonable. Yep, just looking. Oh, it's not so bad, is it? You got a close approximation of what you need, and I have a fair compensation for the demand on the item. Go on, I'm sure Sarles will be waiting. I'm sure he will be.
Mind your, it will be done.
Right, we will be compensated at least somewhat by the temple for our expenses. So I don't think we're going to lose quite as much money as we currently have.
Easily.
Um, I think we're gonna go for the cult of the eyeless. Yeah, if we have to report it in the temple district anyway, might as well just head to the sewers. We've more or less opened up a path there anyway, and it's not all that involved to get into some kind of a solution there. More or less we need to just get rid of their leader.
A waste of my talents.
What
But
happens
so
with
be
the
it.
rest of the cult doesn't really matter. We might as well kill some of them, but it's of no real concern.
Oh, do go away.
Um, here's your lithium. Fine, I don't really care. Let's have a look at what you have brought. Ah, lithium. It's a fine specimen, isn't it? Smelted to remove impurities, I see. It is smooth, yes, almost translucent as well. Such a magnificent material. Done and done. I will shape this for your church. They will be pleased with the result, I'm sure. Now out with you. I will polish away the grime of your hands and see what is inside waiting for me, or when I will deliver it when it is ready. Wait just a moment. I must polish this.
This is not lithium. You have cheated my art.
Lithium holds no oil or grime. A handprint on lithium is an impossibility. Uh, Come now, Sir Charles. It has the same consistency. Could you not make do? Make do? Make do? Did the gods make do when they created the realms? Did they use substandard materials? No, they would not stoop so low. The most important element of lithium is that it will bear no dirt or grime. Cast as lithium, my work need never show the taint of another mortal's hands. I was assured it had the same attribute as your metal. Actually, no, I wasn't. I think the ore merchant's exact word was most of the same thing. Perhaps in strength or feel, but what does a bumbling forge monkey know about the beauty of the smudgeless surface of true lithium? This is garbage. I will not work for you or any other. This city has insulted my work. I will leave at once. Coachman, my bags, my muse. Well, huge success.
Very well.
Good thing the city insulted him and not me. We probably should take a trip to the copper coronet here. If we're going to head toward the sewers and caverns underneath the temple district, might as well empty the inventory of excess scrap before we do it. There is a shop in the temple district though. I'm just
I
not
look
all that
forward to
sure if it's even interested in buying all the stuff I want to sell. So,
You
might
must
as well
gather your
go for
party
the
before
familiar and
venturing
safe
forth.
option.
kill them all and have done
Now,
with it.
I got some cheap beer for you.
And then, I don't want to sell most of the jewelry. However, what was that? Necklace of form stability. No. Not sure why the Nib's dagger has to have uses. It's not particularly amazing dagger to begin with. The poison is the only thing making it even slightly interesting. So if it's just 10 uses of it, it's not worth bothering with.
You must gather your party before venturing forth.
Was it too
Very
good?
well.
Poison dagger might be a good item, so it had to be changed somehow.
I look forward to it. I will enjoy this.
Duty is the greatest honor, and duty to Helm is above all. Duty is the greatest honor, and
Yeah,
duty
I could
to
not
Helm
please
is
him.
above all.
This illithium alloy was not enough. He has gone. Then there is nothing left to it. What's done is done. We will commission work from a local artist as soon as we can, using this alloy. A pity, but it... What is this, Guardian? I have heard you were commissioning a new work for the temple. Is this it? It has to be a High Watcher, but no longer. It was to be, but no longer. And why not? It resembles the works of Prism, though of course it cannot be. It has an odd look to it, like the time between the dark and the dawn. I find it pleasing. It carries the sheen of lithium, but it is smudged. Good. Helm's armor is unblemished, but the acolyte should not think it easy to attain without tireless work. Place it somewhere prominent, Guardian. It will serve. I had worried you might expend our coffers on that overrated Sir Sarles, but this pleases me. Fine work. As you would have it, High Watcher Oisin. Helm guided us through this mire of pretentious artists and nobles, and granted us a humble tribute that is still worthy. You have gained his blessings. Now to what you are owed. You have served Helm with due care and have earned a portion of the artist's commission to cover any costs you paid. You have earned more than mere gold as well. Helm is practical and would have his payment be so as well. You shall have the helm of glory to further yourself. Report back to me when you're able. We have allies that will require your service. It's a hat of +1 charisma and +1 armor class. I'll keep it in storage. Got a decent chunk of
You have a
experience
problem?
and some
I will take
gold.
care of this.
We
It
could do
will
the
be done.
secondary job for these guys too, I suppose. They're fairly uninvolved, and it would very likely give me reputation. They don't reward all that well though. Wilson is halfway to getting the all-important level 13. Yeah, I think I'll just do the secondary job here. We will head towards some larger quests the next time.
Easily.
Duty is the greatest honor, and duty to Helm is above all. I have a duty for you to perform.
It has been requested of us that we assist the Temple of Lathander in their dispute with the worshippers of Talos. We have remained neutral in this matter, but the balance of the situation has shifted, and should one side gain dominance over another, there will be chaos. Oh, speak with Dawnbringer Sane, my counterpart in the Hall of Lathander. Heaven be your guide through the halls of friends and the trials of enemies.
You are going a waste of my talents. Very well. I look forward to it.
Dawnbringer Sane. So, what's the problem?
The Morning Lord welcomes you to his sight.
Yeah.
The Morning Lord welcomes you to his sight.
Right, what do you want? The Morning Lord takes great pride in the artifacts of his rule. We have many items on display, from new artwork to the aged relics of bygone days. Today we are one less. We are the victims of thievery, and our followers have been shaken by this vulnerability. Quick steps must be taken to rectify this. We know the culprits. They have not concealed their crime. Talisons, slinking from their temple to degrade our worship, hired common thieves for the deed. They fear no retribution. The Morning Lord cannot suffer his relics in the hands of such evil. Find these thieves before the Talisons receive the items. The spark of dawn has lit the way. Go to the filth of the slums at night and intercept the delivery of our dawn ring. Bring it back to its proper place. Expect resistance from the Talisons. Divination reveals their foul servant. Go and relieve the one called a Chavin of our rightful property.
You feel lucky, punk.
Yeah, kill them all and have done with it.
Right. So we have to wait till night time before we can do anything. That should not be too problematic. Right, so we basically just rest, that should be it.
I look forward to it. I will enjoy this.
I got some cheap beer for you.
Right.
I will take care of this.
I think the guy we want is at the northern edge of the map. Trevin.
Hi, friend.
Hey you, what do you want? Can a man walk the street at night without being bothered? Get up. Thank you, no. Oh, but I think you and I should talk. Is your name Travin by chance? What of it? You from them lessons. I got what you'll be looking for, but only for a price. Of course. Tell me what your fee is and I'll make sure you get it. I ain't gonna wait for payment. Now or never. That was the deal. 400 and or no ring. Was not told of this large price. Are you lying to me? Do you wish to anger the gods? Hey, can't blame me for trying to make a buck. Go to the red brick house on the roof of the Copper Coronet. Speak to Borinal. He's the man. I'm just the contact. Good. I'll leave. And consider how close you have come to death. Yes, of course. Very, very sorry. Very sorry. We're not really expecting troubles here. I mean, the undead are more or less taken care of. And you... Okay, that was odd. So it looked like the monk was going to hit the other way, but then changed his mind. Now, my character here is stuck somehow. No, he just decided he doesn't want to move anymore. Let's stop here. I don't actually know what awaits us here on the top of the building, so gather up the team, close ranks, see whatever we face as a group.
Fear not. I can do that.
What would you have me do? It will be done.
Ah, I know a discerning eye when I see one.
What in the hells do you want in here? I don't deal with the common street walking trash. I got clientele that makes appointments and I ain't got time for you. You'll make time. You got something that belongs to me, so says that worm Trevin. That would be the Dawn Ring, would it not? I shall be glad to be rid of it. I have felt the eyes of the Celestial upon me each and every minute I have had it. Just one more simple test before you go. I do not have time for games. This will only take but a moment. I must be sure I'm giving it to the proper person. When dealing with Thalassans, a mistake would be the death of me. It's a simple matter, really. Swear your devotion to Talos. What game is this? Why would you ask me this? It is a simple matter, really. I am to deliver this to a servant of Talos. If you are said servant, you will not balk at declaring your allegiance. You would most likely revel in it. But if you are not a follower of Talos, you will not swear to him even in jest. To do so would be to deny your own fate, or even worse, to bring the attention of Talos upon you. So, I ask you, are you currently in the service of Talos? Are you loyal to him and him alone, and may he strike you down if you are lying? I cannot speak the words you wish to hear, and you will not have the item. Leave me. No, the item will be returned. You will give it or suffer my wrath. I am not unprotected. If you wish a fight, you will have one. To my side.
All right, you and me.
Oh no, not
I'll
thieves.
send you to the abyss.
Hold still. Curse you. That's the best
Yes?
you can manage?
I will listen for now. Easily.
Mission accomplished.
As you wish.
I need something excellent.
Greenstone ring.
That's a friggin' sour rabbit. Come on.
+1 Warhammer.
What do you want of me? As you wish.
I am ready. Impressive.
Mind your tone. A waste of my talents.
What'll it
But
be?
so be it. You have a very well.
Right,
I look forward to it.
that's the extent of it. We reported our success and more or less just call it a day at that point. Do I really want to go after the cult? The benefits of going after the cult would be that it's just as good of an little adventure as any other, but it will also give us
Kill them
reputation,
all and
which
have
we
done with
want at
it.
the moment. To have has a buffer against anything Dorn wants to do later on. We should also start perhaps wrapping up some of the Nira and Rasad side quests. Hexat seems already sort of be in a place where it won't move forward without something happening. Dawn sort of feels like it's sort of
Very
incomplete.
well.
Doesn't matter. I'm going to give them all they seem to sort of flow on their own time, so I don't really have to do all that much.
I would speak only with the favorite.
For fuck's sake.
The Morning Lord welcomes you to his sight.
You return triumphant? Oh, the Talasans will rue the day they dare defile the home of Lathander. Your services have been exceptional. I wish you were a member of our temple. You would have been a fine cleric had your life taken another path. I thank you. Yeah, I guess I technically am a divine caster, so they like to preach about that crap. 1,000 gold,
You are
a
going
little bit of
somewhere.
experience.
I look forward to it.
This type of questing is not gonna get us
I will
anywhere
enjoy
though.
this.
We need quest experience, so everyone gets the same amount. But 16,000 spread 6 ways isn't gonna amount to
I will take
much.
care of this.
Helm requires nothing further for the moment. You will be summoned if you are needed.
Right.
Yes.
We have a decent amount of empty inventory space, so we could set out on a job.
It will be done.
I might as well check if these guys want to buy crap from me.
Helm sees all. Know that and be judged.
No. Potions of power. Caster heat set to 80% of its current base. How does this affect if you have a really low current base? Alright, I guess we're more or less in good condition, don't have to really do anything. Now more of a matter of where do we want to go next. I think the Call of the Eyeless is fairly good. I can think of 3 major enemy types we're gonna face, and I have a good solution to encountering 2 of them. The third one is more or less a standard fight opponent that we can use anything against it. Normal human opponents, basically. Undead, we have instant death.
Gather your party before
Beholders, we can
venturing
just
forth.
reflect their own gazes. So
A
both
waste of
opponent
my
types are not
talents,
going to be much
but
of
so
a
be
trouble.
it.
Dorn will probably handle most of the undead fighting. Instant death weapon combined with the fact that he's pretty much immune to their special abilities. Can't be level trained, can't be stunned, I think. Immune to level drain and fear, can be stunned. So ghouls are basically the only things I could have to worry about a little bit. And then it's also a status effect I can't remove. Right. So we need to go here and go the deeper levels.
Very well.